A Terrace mother continues fighting for her son's truth after he died in the Edmonton Remand Center in 2021. But this isn't the only story to come out of that center as well. CFTK's Damian has more.
After the death of TJ McConnell at the start of 2021, mother and Terrace resident Lana Green attended her son's public fatality inquiry on August the 30th. While she was also present at National Overdose Awareness Day the following day at George Little Park, she was still processing the facts that were revealed during the lead up towards the death of TJ, who was just 23 years old. TJ was placed at the Edmonton Remand Center after he awaited trial for charges of shoplifting and theft under $5,000, which he committed in September of 2020.
How he was treated was he was locked in a cell alone for 23 and a half hours a day, and the staff don't know the basics of signs and symptoms of mental illness, depression, someone who's suicidal, and it was 100% preventable.
Now, Lana is a part of Moms Stop the Harm, which is a network of families impacted by substance use or death. Petra Schultz is one of the co-founders of the network, and she had an opportunity to tour the facility to get a sense of the environment a couple of years before TJ's death.
It's bright, it's airy, it's clean, but yet it's such a huge, sprawling complex. I found it inhumane. I found it very sort of mechanical, and considering that people are in there for months.
People want people locked up and throw away the key, but the fact is the building is full of a lot of young adults who are dealing with mental illness and substance use. I'm in touch with people who are in there right now, and things are exactly the same. You know, they're not changing, and I just feel like the more I share what happened to my son, I know people can't even believe it when you hear all the facts. Like, how could this be that we're treating people this way in Canada?
Lana is now filing a lawsuit against Alberta Health Services after TJ filed multiple health request forms for treatment, especially with TJ being diagnosed with depression and bipolar disorder. And as of today, more information was also released about Jonathan Wayne Anderson, who was also situated at the Edmonton Remand Center, another man who also requested treatment but died from suicide shortly after. TJ was placed in the general population unit of the Remand Center for 4 months, cut off from any type of outside support.
They can't have in-person visits from anybody other than a lawyer. Like, you know, I'm thinking about Lana and her son TJ, that Lana would not have been able to go visit. Families can only have video visits. And especially if you have a young person, they have mental health problems. This is their first time in incarceration. It must have been really, really scary.
While many struggle with drug problems with different stories around the country, Lana cites shame is what truly killed her son, along with the lack of medical care given to him during his time at the Remand Center.
It causes people to hide. I think it's well over 80% of the deaths here in Terrace and in a lot of communities, people are using alone in houses. They're not unhoused. You know, this affects all walks of life.
Now, CFTK did reach out to the facility. However, no response has been given just yet.